Hello students, let's start today's lecture. So in this lecture we will see this topic iframe. So what is iframe? iframe stand for inline frame. Okay. So iframe is defined using tag iframe. So what was the use of iframe tag? So iframe tag defines a region with the rectangular shape inside the main page where the browser should display another web pages with scroll bar and border. Okay. So in such way we use this iframe. So it's a simple example. Let's do that example and we will see what we get from this. Okay, we open a new file for that. Let's use first boilerplate. Let's copy this boilerplate. You know what is a boilerplate? Which tag you want in your boilerplate, you can add that tag in that plate. Okay, HTML, HTML iframe. Okay, let's save this file first. Okay, so my file name is iframe HTML. Let's save this file. Okay, so in this iframe we directly use that iframe tag into inside the body tag. So iframe source equal to in double quotation your file name menu.html. You can use any file which you want open that file in your frame. So I will select menu file, or I have other files also. Let's get that file's name. Okay, so let's select frame1. Okay, frame1.html. Okay, so I will choose this file, frame1 file. I will give other attributes, width also. So width is equal to, in double quotation we give some 400. Okay, I will also give some height, second attribute, and the height equal to 250. Okay, so just close this tag. Now I will close my iframe. Let's check this code first. I will give some paragraph. Document content go here. Okay, so a small comment and save this file. Let's run this file first. iframe. Okay, let's see what we got from this. Yeah, you can see that iframe content of frame1, which is my actual file name, and I give here. So my iframe is set like this because my original page look like this. Once again I will open my page first. Yeah, this is my page, frame1.html. This file look like this, and this file also look like in your frame. It's look like this. So you can set that file using iframe tag. It's give the shape, rectangular shape, which inside the main page. Okay, so in another page you open in that iframe and you display another web page with the scroll bar and the border. Okay, so let's move on our next topic. Yes. Our next topic is list. So HTML, as the name suggested, that elements are used to give the name list of the item. So you know what is a list. There is a numbers of types of list, but when you mention something in your item, so you wish you write that item in an ordered way. Sometimes you write that item in an unordered way. So HTML list allows a web developer to group a set of related item in the list. Correct. So there are some type of list in HTML. First is an unordered, second one is an order, and third one is a definition. So first we see unordered list. Okay, So what is the unordered list? The unordered list starts with the UL tag. Unordered list, it's mentioned with this UL tag. Each list item start with the LI tag. Which one is the LI tag? Is started with your first item, second item, third item. So in that item you mention in this LI tag. Okay. The list item will be marked with a boolean small black. I mean, the small block circle, which are the black color. So small black circle, and it's a default for the unordered list. When you mention about the order list, there is a numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, like that in the order list. Okay. So this is example. First you see UL tag, and that UL tag, this LI tag is inside of the UL tag, correct? So you started UL tag, open UL tag, and this one is a closed UL tag. And in that between this UL tag body is this, you listed all that content, all that items, the coffee, tea, and milk. So if you want to write some program that unordered list, which is used on plain bullet near your item list. So let's write this program for our unordered list. Okay. So let's write some program. Okay, let me copy this code first, my boilerplate, and I will open new file here. That's it. And I will close this first. And my title name is unordered list. Okay. Now in my body, what I want some students name in my list. So that's why I will give some tag here. First I use font tag, font size equal to 5. Okay, I will give 5 number for my font size, and then I will write name of student. Okay, now here I started my unordered list. So unordered list, enter, and inside that unordered list I will give list item. Okay. So let's start it. My first unordered list, and first name will be, it's Kunal. For that I will use li list. Okay, I will close that list. Again, second one, Ishita. We close again that list. Li, then my third one is a Mayuri. Okay. I close this li list. And last one, I will give Rohan. This name Rohan. Now, here my list is completed. Correct. And now I will close this UL tag and also my font tag /font, because when you open your font tag, in that font tag your name also, and that list name also, a size also, it's 5. Let's run this program first. Once again, save this program first. Program name is unordered list .html. I will shortcut use prefer, okay, whatever you say. Let's go my file and UL. Okay, you can see that I use that unordered list, which is a Kunal, Ishita, Sharbari. Oh, sorry, Kunal, Ishita, Mayuri, and Rohan. Okay, if I change that tag into order list, let me explain first what is the unordered list. Okay, you can see that in that output, this boolean marks with the black color is printed this like this, and when you use order list there will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's move for the order list. Order HTML list. In that order list started with the OL tag. Each list item start with the LI tag, which I already told you. inside that OL tag, you use the li tag for your item. So list item will you mark with the numbers by default. Like it started with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, just change here UL to OL because we want order list. Okay. So just simply change that UL to OL. Okay. So in that way you can represent order list. Let's save this file first, and here we go. We run this file. So there is a difference. You can see that first when we run that file with using unordered list, there will be boolean marks here, that black dots, correct? But when we use order list command or that tags, that list will be moved into ordered way in a 1, 2, 3, 4, like that it's initially start with the numbers. So you can use this list tag in anywhere in your form, okay, in your websites, or you can say you can design in that way. So there are some other types also, or you can say attributes also for the order list. So you can use that type attribute in your code. So type is also attribute for your order list. In that way, you can start your numbers with that type. So L is a one is a number, I is equal to upper Roman, lower I is equal to lower Roman. So let's me explain, or we can directly change here. As I told, you can use that attribute. What attribute? Type. So just mention here type. So here in OL tag, this type attribute I used, type equal to capital. Started for the Roman tag, so we use capital I. Okay. So 1 second. Correct. And then it start with equal to 3. Correct. See what we got from those changes. Okay, I change here my type and it start with the third number. Okay, so I change that value. Let's refresh this page. Yes, you can see that my list will be started with the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, so I give that type also and also starting point. So when I did, there no mentioning about the type and starting point. So initially my list will be started with the 1, 2, 3, 4 like normally. But when I give that attribute in my code here in OL tag, you can see that this OL type is equal to I and start equal to 3. That's why my list started with this third number, this one. So in that way you can design or you listed your list also. Okay. So in next point is a definition list HTML. So what is a HTML definition list? So definition lists are used to give the list of definition just like a dictionary or encyclopedia. So encyclopedia in the general, this is a considered as an ideal way to represent a glossary list of term or some kind of names, values, or you can give the pair number of list. Okay. So for that you use some tags here which use in this definition list. First one is to define the beginning of the list, which for that we use the DL tag. Second one is a specified term. One second, I will write here so you will better way understand. Okay. So definition list is a list of term which description of the each term. The DL tag is define the description list and DT tag is define the term of name. Okay, and DD tag describe the each term. So DD tag specifies the term definition. So let's start it with this. I will explain with the example. Okay, so I will remove this tag first. this OL tag I will remove, and here I will use the DL tag for our definition list or description list. Okay. So in DL tag, I will use, okay, I will remove first those all remaining part also. Okay. So in DL tag, we will use DT tag our, which is define a specific term. So in DT tag, I will use some bold tag also. You can see that I used here bold tag and my DT tag. Now I close this DT tag first, and I will write something about this HTML. So DD tag, which is specify some definition. This tag I will use here. Okay. So HTML, let's write something about HTML. HTML is a scriptive language. Okay. HTML is scripting language used for the formatting the web content. Okay, content will be okay, web also capital. Okay. So let's end this DD tag first. Now, first what I did, I used this DL tag, then DD tag, and then DD tag I use bold tag, and after that I use the again DD tag. Okay. So DT, DL, DD tag, all tag are used. So let's close this font. Or I already closed the font. Okay. Just close this DL tag here. Let's check. Save first this file. And we will see what we got. 1 second. I will do this also. Now just go to your file and refresh. Yes. I already saved and then yes. So in that way you use this DT and DL tag. So we specific mention your HTML, which is in bold, so it's look like a bold, and DT tag, which like a paragraph. It's a special type you mention. So DT tag is specify the term. So you can see that I mentioned here my topic and my concept. So in that way you represent your content in your web page. Okay. So let's start today's lecture. Thank you. So I will end my lecture.